Come closer, my little snail-licious sweeties. I have an announcement. Do you know the essence of your default script from age 20 and on? Your degradation. Are you pleased to hear that? No? Why not? Oh, well, it's okay. It's okay. You have hope. You have me. You can't change the current film roll, even if you wake up in it. But by composing reality, you receive different ones, where script works for your benefit. If you're not developing, you're degrading. You're originally made as perfection itself. Each of you has a spark of creator. When you're practicing self-development, you kindle spark of the creator. You really have two choices. Either let script move you wherever it will, or take yourself, propel through, and significantly accelerate the implementation of the design. Now, before diving into explanation what it means to take yourself and propel through, I must again draw your attention to your tendency to control the script. It is that important. And of course, to address your paranoia, my butterbugs. I keep having to explain constantly that you are not allowed to do it and that it is impossible to do so. Now, perk up your snail horns and listen carefully. You constantly want something from people or events. You use force to influence everything. It is the way you decide. And then you're constantly tormented by the question of how to make your plan happen. For example, by trying to make an impression of one with whom you are trying to go on a date with. You start playing games based on your understandings and projections, resulting most of the times in the opposite of your desired outcome. Why? As a self-aware being, you tend to contemplate about how and build the whole strategy from your conclusion while being seduced by your perception. And yes, as soon as you ask yourself how, your self-awareness is awakened and it gets on your way because you're thinking about foolish ideas, about how you're going to get to your goal, instead of concentrating on the goal itself. Your imagined script contradicts the real one, but you keep insisting on it, and as a result, ruin everything. Jaybirds, unlike you, act without self-awareness, instinctively giving itself to the script. Jaybird has better chances than you are at mating because it holds only aim in its head. No self-imagined contemplations about how. You probably have never tried that, have you? And now, go ahead and try. Simply approach the object of your passion and without contemplating, simply do and say whatever comes first to your mind. If you hold the only goal in your mind, the script will deliver you to it. The only difference between jaybird behavior and yours in the situation of courting should be the conscious observation of self. You should track yourself and your attention so it does not escape you and suck you back into imagining, planning again. Follow barely perceptible nudges from the script as if they are commands from power. It is simultaneously easy and hard. It is complex because of how it is unusual and unfamiliar for you to put aside your motives and surrender to the external power. It is simple because you can sense these dictates of the power if you allow them to lead you, consciously and intentionally. Right now, do you comprehend what I'm talking about? It is still the same thing. The principles of strolling life through a movie. These principles are paradoxes because they go against your ideas and habits. Unconsciously, you resist the script, and when you awaken, you have tendency and impatience to control chain of events with the will. You should act and think oppositely. Instead of unconscious resisting by reflex, surrender purposefully and consciously. Imagine that you're a mannequin. Your face is made with wax. Your gaze is aimless. And your movements are robotic, like a wound-up doll, inanimate. All of a sudden, you find yourself in a state of awareness. Your eyes light up with a spark of light. And that's all that should separate you from the rest of inanimate mannequins. No doubt you will illuminate a special type of internal glow and attract sympathetic attention from unawakened. The rest, well, you should not stand out in any other way from others in the flow of current film roll. Once you awaken, you must continue moving mechanically in the crowd of other mannequins, doing the same as others without giving away your presence. Pretend that you are a sleeper and secretly change the film roll. Do you remember what this action is called? Imitation of action. Consciously allowing the script to lead you. In reality, you're leading yourself, using power and wisdom of the script. And then everything goes smoothly for you. If you do not allow the script to lead you, you spoil everything. Everything turns out for you not as you wanted to. Some may protest, why should I trust and rely on power and wisdom of this script, which leads me to who knows where? And really, does it have so-called power and wisdom? After all, does it even have invested interest in delivering to me what I want? The script is not invested in such, but in sense, it is going to listen to you if you rely on it. Why it is so, I will come to later. For now, I will answer the simple question. Is it possible to resist the script in principle? And really, is it worth it? Let's suppose your heart's desire agreed to go on a date with you. What do you usually do when you prepare for the date? You make plans and set expectations. You want the chain of events to deliver you everything according to your plan, and from the object of your passion, you expect behavior that you desire. In reality, everything turns out differently. This evokes your discontent, along with the negative reactions and associated consequences. Think about it. Why should events unfold according to your plan, and people should act as you expect them to? It is the same as watching a movie or TV show and expecting the plot to develop according to your plans and expectations. Do you think that would happen? No. In absolute, things are the same in the movie which you call your life.